Hello and welcome to another brand new review under 5 minutes for a new upcoming title.
To get test videos in under 5 minutes on all the latest releases, don't hesitate to subscribe, like and share. Let's go! So let's proceed. We are commencing the testing of Naruto BORUTO Ultimate Ninja Storm Connection. So it's a game that will be released on November 17th on all platforms PS4, PS5, Xbox Series PC, as well as on the Switch. Regarding the content of the title, it's colossal. We'll take a tour of the modes later, but I wanted to start with these two story modes. Yes, in this game there are a pair of them. You have the typical story mode that will encompass all the chapters, well, of Naruto. That being said, it is truly a mode that is not present to help you comprehend the Naruto universe. It will be a mode that will fly over all the events of the manga, and so it's true that for newcomers who may not necessarily know Naruto, they may not necessarily understand anything. There is absolutely no staging whatsoever in between the fights. It is simply illustrations with some moments of narration included. However, it still remains a method to quickly go through the most significant moments, let's say, of the manga. So there you have it. If you don't know Naruto's story, don't expect to understand Naruto via this game. And you have a second mode. Well, it is the special story mode. It is a mode that was designed and quite simply for this video game. And it's truly the story mode of this title. There you have a lot of staging. Additionally, it begins with a bang, with a great scene and opening sequence, even in the gameplay. Let's not lie to ourselves, it falls a little bit with the introduction of BORUTO. I must admit that I'm not necessarily a huge fan of this character, of what the story has become, etc. Well, to each their own, but in any case, know that you have a lot of content, a total absence of staging in standard story mode. Yes, it's true that it makes the content, well, it's not boring, but it's true that we're not fully committed. However, the special story mode fulfills this demand with staging, cutscenes, animation phases, etc. So this is really cool, and it must be said, very, very well done. Outside of story mode, you have a plethora of other modes such as online combat mode, so multiplayer, collection mode, encyclopedia mode. You will be able to learn much more about the characters, and as you progress in the stories, you unlock additional pages. You also have the free battle mode, which is packed with sub-modes. So you have the versus mode, the league battle mode, tournaments, training, team formation. You will be able to create up to 24 teams, since, as a reminder, in the game when you fight, you can call 2 additional characters during the battle. And so the goal is to create combinations that will allow you to unlock special secret attacks unique based on these combinations. In short, you understood it. In terms of content, fashion, the lifespan is colossal. You really have plenty to do. Just like the roster, which is massive with over 130 playable characters. That being said, you have numerous variations in playable characters. Let's say there are 130 playable characters, but not completely unique. You see what I mean? Different versions of Naruto, etc. As for the gameplay now, we find a bit of the same mechanics as before, but it should be noted that there is a brand new control mode. The game wasn't necessarily the most technical in fighting games, we can agree on that, even if there are beautiful subtleties, interesting things to do, etc. We are far from what Street Fighter or Guilty Gear can offer. I don't know. I don't think that's the goal either. It's still a license where the goal is to reach as many people as possible, since Naruto is huge, and thus they have further simplified the control mode by utilizing the simple control mode, where you have automatic commands by pressing the same series of buttons. It will perform a combo with a special finish for you. So it's even simpler than before. I must admit that I didn't really focus on this gameplay mode because it's not necessarily what interested me. I discovered that the standard normal difficulty was also too simple and not challenging enough for me. Again, I believe it clearly targets a younger audience than me, less experienced, and thus the default difficulty is not the highest. So don't hesitate if you are a fan of the franchise, if you have already played the Naruto franchise in fighting games, to increase this difficulty, because otherwise it might be a little too easy. Finally, I found Liar, always in normal mode, was too passive. That's what I meant by simplicity. Besides, she runs away a lot, so we spend much time chasing after her. I invite you to increase the difficulty if you want to enjoy the gameplay more, because otherwise it can be boring. Regarding the graphics and the technique, well, I tested it. The game on PlayStation 5. I want to say the game is smooth, the frame rate is stable, the animations are classy, no technical problems or anything. Highly satisfied with this level. However, it is evident that it remains a distinctly Crozian game, as it is also accessible on Switch, PS4 and Xbox consoles. And so we really feel the limits, the restrictions. It's not a game that will burn your retinas. The animated films, once again, are well crafted. We're discussing cinematography. The difference is evident when switching to gameplay, especially through textures in arenas, etc. So there you go. It's true that I don't want to penalize him on this, as it's a game that should be Krogene, etc. But you can clearly feel the difference. So I don't know if you were playing a 100% next-gen game on your PS5, maybe something like Alan Wake or whatever, but when you put in a Naruto BORUTO game in the console, you really think, oh yeah, that's how it used to be. It's time to conclude. A very good day one purchase. Bandai has not been too greedy on the selling price.
There is a lot of content, gameplay is fun, accessible and can be quite technical for the most advanced player, and as well there is beautiful graphics and techniques with movie animated that are top of the game. Don't hesitate to like, subscribe to get reviews under 5 minutes on all upcoming titles.